Your Excellency, Mr. Aisake Sake Valu Ake, international agreements and commitments by international community to improve aid effectiveness place a great emphasis on budget support as an efficient and effective way to deliver aid. What obstacle or challenges has Tonga faced in improving aid effectiveness, and what budgetary initiatives have been taken to support effectiveness of outcomes so that we can draw lessons for other countries?
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, for this opportunity. Talking about aid effectiveness is something that has preoccupied the business of developed corporations over the years, more than decades now. And that's a debate between donor and recipients. In terms of donor, they want to know whether the money actually goes into the systems, actually improve or achieve the desired results. That's what we call effectiveness, is using the resource in the right way to produce the right desired result. And also in terms of efficiency, they need to be delivered the ODA program in such a way that you do the right thing in the least cost. So that's the two issues that capture the interest of all of us who are involved in this business over the years. And I do realize it's important to us as well. In terms of global financial crisis, which occurred in 2008, all of us do aware, all the international community coming together and work out what sort of assistance we provided globally in such a way that the global economy would be able to recover fairly quickly. And then, of course, we realized always a gap in terms of financial resources and capacities and infrastructure in least developing countries and also SDIs, while also at the same time the resources on the other side, developed countries. And that's where the budget support came in as far as Tonga is concerned. So when the financial crisis occurred in 2008 and 2009, it affected our economy in terms of various transmissions. But the main transmission is the remittances. Of course, it's about over 30% of GDP actually comes from remittances, which of course leverage for our disposable income. With the onset of the global financial crisis, our remittances depressed, contracted down to 10 to 15%. And also at the same time, our national budget, our revenue forecast for that particular financial year contracted about 5% of our GDP. So it's a big gap that exists, and we know the implications of it nationally. And fortunately, EU was the first institution to come to us and offer to provide some sort of assistance. And that's the one who actually initiated this financial instrument, which is they call it VFlex. And then, of course, we start off in make sure that we have to make sure that the donor EU is satisfied with the way we're going to use their fund, and also to make sure that the fund is actually complement what our countries try to achieve in terms of national development priorities. So we start with them, and then later comes the ADB and the World Bank, and also other bilateral donors. So, but it was uttermost of our mind, the issue of aid effectiveness and efficiency. And in terms of ownership has to be owned by recipient countries, and also alignment, that assistance coming in is in line with our national priorities, and also it has to be done in a harmonious way, that the development partner has to work together to reduce the interaction cost incurred and have a fragmented requirement and also a reporting system. So we do aware of the principle of effectiveness, and that is the driver for bringing us together today for both the development partner and us to design a system that actually satisfies, or try at least to satisfy all of these principles. So we then develop a national committee within our government, which basically comprises of various implementing agencies and also from various sectors who are involved in this program. To make sure that they appreciate and also to make the commitment in terms of policy metrics we're going to develop. At the same time, we agree to focus our development of our policy metrics into 4 areas. One is the financial management system. We have to enhance and also fiscal policy. We have to make the fiscal policy sustainable, and also we have to create and improve our environment of doing business, and also improve our energy efficiency and renewables. The other 4 areas we all agree, and all with the donors, that's where the policy targets and the policy metrics will be framed. In 2012 and 2011-2012, there's the first time for all of us sit together, and the development partners agreed that the World Bank take the lead role. So the World Bank will be the judge in terms of the donor, representing them that what we are doing, the policy metric develop, and the targets satisfy their concern. And when they satisfy, the rest satisfy. So that's the thing that we experience, and I would like to record here the commitment from their side, and also from our side, knowing, the experience we had in the past, engagement we had in terms of project and progress with different donors partners. And I think also the international pressure for coming together and work out a system that serves everyone in interest, I think also have a positive bearing on this issue here. So I would like to, but also because budget support is a new instrument from the institute to come to us, to go directly into the support when there is a gap because of financial crisis, prompted a trigger from outside our individual domain, but also at the same time within. So external shocks. So I'm very supportive of this because it's helped not only to come within the framework of budget, because the budget will link up to the sector priorities and also national priorities. It's us who decide where the money should go into. And also at the same time, in terms of developing the targets, we have to develop database. For example, in the energy sector, we started off, we have a baseline, we have a leakages on our energy network about 15%. So once we have that baseline, we try to improve incrementally every 2 years, 2% every year. And that's a target set. So at the same time is the cultures of accountability for results is developed and encouraged. And I think that's a good impact because it's linked to whatever resource we have, it should be linked up to the result that actually produced. And I think that's what the donors are also after. So I think that's the using the budget, I think success in terms of improving efficiency and also in terms of effectiveness. So it's complementary the effort that we have domestically. I think lesson learned from here, I think we do notice, there are some problem issues. Some of the donors actually changed the term and condition of the grant. They changed from 100% grant to 50% planting grant and credit. And I think this is some of the issues that was brought up to attention without warning. I think that is the lesson we learned from here. I think that donors should be able to inform and not create surprises, bad surprises, when we try to settle with the system. I think that's the lesson. And I think also say that there seems to be a commitment from both parties to come together and to improve things and to get the things better. So thank you very much, ESCAP, for effort in trying to increase the leverage for ODA flows, and also from our responsibility of recipient countries to do our best to make sure we use the resources for better results. Thank you very much.